following is a Buffalo City Life podcast. If you're interested in showcasing your podcast on our network, write to info@buffalocitylife.com. Please subscribe to us on iTunes and head over to buffalocitylife.com to check out other podcasts. Thank you for listening, and now on to the show.
Welcome back to another episode of the Second Review. This is your host, Kaiba, with Jay Zippo in the corner.
What's up?
The Full Tilt.
Hey, how you doing?
And congratulations to the U.S. government as the Bill of Rights is no longer available for this week.
And we'll close the door on the Bill of Left.
Yeah. Today is going to be a nice little special day. We are doing Indie Fest. No cheers?
Nah, not really. I mean, it depends. Yeah.
I'll shoot you with a Nerf gun.
Right. Oh!
That's one
My
bullet.
nipple.
I got 3 more.
Hit me square in the nipple.
All right, so today we're going to be talking about a couple of our favorite indie games. On the docket today for review is Limbo, PS4 exclusive.
Yeah, came out a couple weeks ago, if that. Downloaded it and played it. Painfully frustrating, but awesome game.
Awesome. Also, I'm going to be talking about the, well, in my words, awesome game Rocket League. Jay Zippo, what do you got down there from your end of the world?
Well, I kind of fumbled this week. Usually I'm all prepared and ready to go, and I really kind of fumbled this week. So.
Is that what you told the hooker last night?
No. I had my mouth in other places. I'm going to be talking about Yandir Simulator. It's actually not fully done yet, but it is from a independent developer, and I'm also, if we get short on topics, I want to talk about Succubus.
Oh.
Hey, is Yandir that game you're talking about where you couldn't understand or pronounce it right, the Japanese term?
Well, yeah, there was parts of it I couldn't, but I guess it is Yandir. I guess that's what it is.
It depends on the context. Sometimes it's actually pronounced Yandere. So, if you're really Japanese.
That's
Or
a French accent.
Yeah, or like Sundineri?
oui.
Sundineri? Okay, never mind. We're going to get into that later. But anyways.
French croissant.
Jay Zippo, can you throw my dart back to me, please? I need to
Succubus-
fire it
Oh.
off.
The
I don't wanna
Succubus
get into
one
the
might
nipple
be
again.
the Succubus one might be really good. I can't wait to hear all about that one.
Definitely.
So, Kaiba, would you like to lead us off with Rocket League?
Oh my God, yes I do. Thank you so much. So guys out there, this game is probably called Rocket League, and if anybody can take anything from that title, then I'm going to disappoint all of you with it. Rocket League, in my opinion, is probably one of the coolest games I've ever played that's an indie title. Think about it. What's better than RC cars?
More RC cars?
How about RC cars with rockets?
Oh, okay.
Okay, now we're getting better there.
Now how about RC cars with rockets playing soccer?
That's got to be...
Huh?
That's Rocket League right there.
Okay.
Exactly.
Really?
RC cars with rockets playing soccer.
It sounds like it would be like a devastatingly fun game.
It is.
I hope so. Well, soccer by itself, at least for me, is...
Yeah, I don't care about FIFA.
Really? You don't like the fake injuries?
Well, no, I mean, the game itself is fine. I just don't like people who... It's football. It's not soccer. It's football. Oui, oui. I'm doing my French accent again. It's fantastic, by the way.
Hey, Charles Barkley has words for you.
Terrible. It's just terrible.
Terrible.
You're terrible.
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 Just terrible.
So tell us more about Rocket League.
All right, Rocket League. Yes. So, I mean, with the game, you would think as fun as RC cars with rockets strapped to the backs of them playing soccer would be. There's only one downside to this.
What's that?
There's not much of a story to this game.
Just like any other sports game out there, not much of a story for any of them.
Hey, Madden 16 will be awesome with Rex Ryan in it. Because then you could go get Ike, who punches Geno Smith in the face.
Yeah, IK, I think. IK, or whatever the hell his name is.
All right.
I don't know what it is. Anyways, no, there's one big downside though to this game. As fun fun as it sounds, there's really not much of a story element to this game. Basically all you're doing for that is you're picking your team name, your logo, your cars, and how many games you want to play.
What kind of cars are there? Is there?
There's different body styles. I've seen a couple like nice little roadster style cars. In fact, do you remember the Prowler?
Oh yeah,
There's one that looks like the Prowler. in
Plymouth Prowler.
this. The Plymouth. I saw one on the road by the way.
Huh, no kidding.
I didn't think they still ran. But there's also your minivans.
Yeah.
Uh,
MILFs
no.
driving those ones, right?
Maybe.
So-
There's some crazy shit going on in that game.
So can you still do cool tricks? Like, obviously soccer, quote unquote, with my quotations, my fingers here, has cool tricks. Can you actually do cool tricks in this game?
In a sense, you can actually do a couple cool tricks, and then I'll get in that with gameplay. I want to get back to the story real quick, though.
Yeah, sure thing, man.
So with the story also, picking your car, picking your team, you pick how many players you want on the field. So you could do 2v2, 3v3s, or 4v4s. Now, if you don't have, any of your friends online playing Rocket League, you can sub in some bots. But unfortunately, there's one big drawback to that. Well, two big drawbacks. I'll get the one later. 4v4 is probably the most chaotic thing you'll ever endure in life.
Really?
It's almost like trying to be on the LA freeway at rush hour with a lot of drunks.
What's that whole thing about the whole Matrix? I said, don't ever go on the freeway.
Don't drive on the freeway.
Don't drive on the freeway.
But it's a pretty simple story. I mean, you just progress through your story, through all your different games. You get mashed up with other randomly generated teams, and you can choose your difficulties, like normal, and you just go all the way to the championship. A, B, C. Done. That's the story.
Ah,
So, with that one, I'm going to give that one a 5 out of 10.
all right. Makes sense.
I'm not trying to hit the game really hard with it, saying it's a crap-ass story. It's just that you pick your team, you pick how many players you want, you pick how many games you want to play, and you go.
Nice.
So you're essentially not picking this game up, so it will be like engrossing. You're
Exactly.
following it step by step. You're going pretty much to like probably kick the shit out of the other RC cars.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, or blow
While
them
playing
up.
with your balls.
Yeah.
Oh, you got big balls in this.
Like,
Got big
yes,
balls.
I got big balls. I do.
But yeah, no, and getting to what you were asking about tricks, I'm going to get in my gameplay part of this review. You can do tricks. There's a nice little feature that lets you hop.
Huh.
But while you're hopping, you're allowed to spin in midair. So think of the cool things you could do with that one.
Flipping forward,
Flipping.
sideways barrel roll, hitting another car, and then doing some weird figure eight in the middle of the air while things are exploding and the ball lands on top of your head. I don't know.
Or you could be.
All of the above.
You can hop and then hit your rocket and take off.
Yeah. You
Or
can do that too.
You can hop and hit your balls.
Wow. That was weird.
That sounds painful. Very, very painful.
Now everybody knows what you do on the weekends.
He's married. He doesn't have balls.
They're
He had
right.
balls when he was dating.
He has fuzzy grape nuts.
They're right, unfortunately.
No, but with that, I mean, you can do a lot of really cool tricks with this game. I mean, it's not, they really kind of open up the bar to this. And, for instance, one thing you can do is drive up the walls and onto the ceiling.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, yeah. If you hit your boost just hard enough, you can just drive right up on the ceiling if you feel like it.
Okay, that would
Like-
be pretty cool.
Yeah, it is. But, unfortunately, with all good things, there's drawbacks. And hopefully, by the time that people get to actually listen to this, the creators of Rocket League will figure this out. But unfortunately, when you do pick 4v4, there's some issues.
So what kind of issues are we talking about here?
We're talking you could be driving completely straight, and all of a sudden you go to the right.
Nothing hits you.
Nothing hits you. And I mean, we're talking hardcore.
Really?
No turning, no nothing. It's literally like you took a gigantic sidestep.
Like a giant yaw.
Oh, yes. Yeah, so I've definitely, encountered, and the worst part is it's not random in nature. It's actually within the first 30 seconds of a match starting with a 4v4.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
So it only happens once?
Oh, it keeps going until you quit.
Oh. Ugh.
Oh, yeah.
That's gotta suck.
Remember the movie Wreck-It Ralph?
Yeah.
Remember the glitch?
Remember the glitch? Yeah.
Remember the glitch? You probably don't know the glitch.
I've never seen the movie.
Anybody out there that's ever seen Wreck-It Ralph seen the glitch? If you're a true gamer, you've probably seen this movie at least twice.
I'm not a true gamer.
Oh.
No, you're not.
I'm not.
And it's coming from a man who's about to talk about a game called Succubus. But I mean, with that, I'm giving it a 6.5 out of 10
All right.
for that. It's there. If they fix this, it's a beautiful, beautiful controlled game.
Hey, that's enough for me to want to play it, you know?
Exactly. But that's not all. Graphics.
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 Everybody likes graphics.
Everybody does like graphics. And you know what? I'm going to definitely say this game is up there. For being an indie title, I think these graphics can rival that of any AAA title.
Really?
It-
What would you compare it to? I mean,
Yeah,
what would be
like-
the closest game you would compare it to?
If I had to really truly compare it to anything, I would say you're probably on par, if not just a little bit under Halo 5 Guardians.
Okay.
Just the way the metal looks on all the cars, it's just very smooth, very clean. You know, it almost looks like this sucker just really rolled out of the factory.
Does it have like damage? Like if you hit stuff, does your car get damaged or anything?
Not that I've noticed. This is more of like your kid-friendly kind of game, so there's not going to be any kind of really crazy, damage modifiers to this thing. But if you hit opponent's vehicle hard enough, or they hit you hard enough, your car will blow up.
Nice.
So, but with that, also with the graphics, the field. I mean, this looks like it came out of FIFA. I mean, you can really see the grass. You can see the concrete. You can see the metal. And even when it rains in this game,
It rains?
there's rain in this game.
Huh.
You can actually see mud tracks. You can see splashes from puddles. I mean, they took pride in this.
That's good. That's good.
Exactly. So with that, I'm giving it an 8 out of 10.
Ooh,
Nice.
good. Nice scores.
Oh yeah. This is a game. It's worth. I think it's about $20 in the PlayStation Store.
Most likely.
I would definitely say, you know what, if you're looking for a game right now to play with your buddies, this is it. This is a beautiful time waster game. You just can jump into a random game, play with any computer bots, or heck, if you want to play against your friend, play against your friends.
Nice.
See
That'd be a
who's
lot of fun.
superior with rocket-powered RC cars in a soccer game. So with that, my final review score comes out to being less than favorable. We're looking at about a 50-50 split here on this one.
Ah.
It's some people would want to buy this game. Other people, if you're going to be hesitant, wait till there's a sale. Wait till this game's maybe, 25% off, $15 or less. And I'd say it'd be worth picking it up.
Oh, there you go. That's not too bad.
Exactly. So with that, please regale me. I've heard you scream about Limbo.
Yeah.
And I mean, there's some horrible words that have come out of your mouth in this game.
Yeah, Limbo is interesting, and I have to say, of all indie games, I play a lot of indie games, by the way, on top of AAA titles. One of the best, if not the best, indie game I've ever played, period. But, basically, Limbo was created in 2010, but was ported to the PS4 only a couple weeks ago. But I'm going to get right into this because, this game is awesome. I'm going to talk about gameplay because that's one of the biggest things that challenged me the most on there was gameplay. So it's
Before you get started, I just want to ask you, you said it got ported to the PS4. Was it just like PS3 before, or was it...
I've yet to see this on the PS3 or anything like that. As far as I know, it went to the PS4. So
Do you know where it originated, where it ported
I
from?
I think it
PC?
came. I think it came from PC, and then I know that my sister actually played this using a tablet. That's as far as I know about it, or something like that, because that's when I first heard about it a while back. But Limbo is like a 2D puzzle platform game developed by Playdead and Double Even, which is a pretty good combination right there. But it's 40 chapters long and challenges players with unique puzzles. They're just simple what?
Give me some idea of the puzzles.
Okay, so here's an idea of the puzzles. I actually wrote this down too because I don't want to mess this up because I'm going to say this as best as I humanly can. These puzzles are so good. Think about it as some challenges or the puzzles are like Indiana Jones style, getting chased by boulders, flaming tires, giant factory sauce, and even a giant spider.
No tribesmen?
I will actually get into that next. Thanks for
Oh.
you keep taking this away from me.
What can I say?
Some of the elements of the game will twist and turn, making you walk sideways, upside down, and even the world itself will turn as the environment changes sporadically. You can even be crushed, fall down pits, stabbed, drowned, shot by machine guns, and even get killed by other Limbo kids shooting blow darts at you.
So tribesmen.
Yeah, pretty much. Here's the interesting part. There's even these brain-sucking worms that drop on your head to force you to move in only one direction.
You'd be safe from that, so you'd slide right through that one.
Yeah, like it literally is, like it's ridiculous. And like, and there's 40 chapters in this game. There's even a trophy that says that you have to go through all 40 chapters in one sitting and not die more than 5 times.
What?
I'm not doing that trophy because it is hard enough as it was. I've died like 100 times on this thing, probably even more. So, but you would swear, I would swear that this game was made by psychos or demonic entities or even by our own Kaiba here just because it's that sadistic.
Yeah.
So like,
Bam!
but like, it's really a very challenging game. But there's only 4 actions the character can do: run, jump, push, and pull. That is it. Anything kills you in one hit. Literally, it's that crazy. It's a fun and challenging game, and as far as what intrigued me about it was the difficulty of it. Gave me a run for my money. I gave this gameplay a 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
A 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
You're easy.
Yeah, no, I'm not. You know why?
Ladies and gentlemen, he is an easy date, apparently.
I played this game, and I looked at any other review site. Metatronic scored it a 9.5. Every other game gave it a 5 out of 5 or a 10 out of 10 for overall of everything.
So you just had to go with the flow, huh?
I didn't know
I
what
thought
to
we
think,
were
actually.
against them.
I didn't know what to think, actually, about this. So before I reviewed this game before I actually looked at the reviews myself, in all honesty. And that's the honest truth. I made my write-up, I did my review, and then I'm like, I wonder what other people thought of this game. So I went on the internet, because I was trying to look up what year it was what year it was developed in. And then on the
You
side...
almost say what year it was born in.
Yes, I did say that. Anyways, and I saw the graphics thing on the side from Google, and that's the 4 things it said there. I'm like, wow, they really did give this a really great game review, and this is even after I did mine. So I was like very stoked about that. But the graphics in this game are very unbelievable because this is Limbo, everybody. And Limbo, I don't know what kind of religious affiliations anybody has here, but as far as I know, Limbo just basically means you're not dead yet, but you're dead. But you're not in hell, and everything is black and white. And that's exactly what Limbo is. It's white, black, and grayscale is the color scheme. It's exactly what Limbo would be. So much monotones in here, yeah, you could just imagine the full color in your head, especially when I was getting chopped up by those buzzsaws more than like 50 times, and your limbs and stuff get taken off. You do see like little droplets of blood, and it's all black and white, but you just know. Which, by the way, Kaiba... I actually died in this game in an interesting manner.
Please regale us.
Okay. For some odd reason, I was chopped up, my body pieces fell on electrical plating, and then I was crushed. Almost instantaneously at the same time.
You were chopped, electrocuted, and smushed.
And smushed.
Nice.
This game truly hated you.
Dude, this game hated me so badly. And yeah, I wanted to beat it, though. Even though it has like a monotone color scheme, it doesn't matter because the graphics brings out your imagination and combined with the environment brings out raw emotion as you play. So just because the color scheme was that, it's not so bad. Limbo is absolutely perfect as is. If you actually added color to this, you would actually be degrading this game just because of the title and the proclaim that it has of its own. As far as that goes, I gave Limbo a 10 out of 10 for graphics too.
Wow.
Yeah. There's no other way you could do this game. Like, literally. It's...
You paid off to review this
but-
game?
No, I did not. Okay.
Sponsored by Limbo.
Who the hell's ever heard of a colorful Limbo? No one.
There's Purgatory.
No, you can even if you play DMC, the new Devil May Cry game that came out recently, even when you go in the Limbo there, it is all black and white. That's exactly what it is.
Xena had an episode where she went into Purgatory or into Limbo, and it was this beautiful garden.
Yeah, that's Xena. What is that? Xena Warrior Princess?
Yes, it's Xena Warrior
No.
Princess.
No.
Of course.
Their
No.
push-up
Limbo
bra and her
is-
cute little blonde friend.
Limbo is exactly what it is. Now the storyline.
You know, the years have not been kind to that woman.
Okay.
Considering how old she is, she's still got some great
In
fair
all-
eyes.
In all fairness, I did not give the story a perfect score as well. So just putting that out there for all you guys. The story of the game is simple. Get to your sister because you're unaware of her fate. That's literally the story. That is it. You really don't know why you're in Limbo or even the events that led you to Limbo. It's a very minimal story game, but at the same time, it opens up so many questions and what-if scenarios. You have to kind of draw your own conclusion based on what's going on here. And And as you traverse through the limbo and go through the depths of limbo, into the traverse into the depths of despair, it's hard to realize, why was he here to begin with? So, I'm not going to spoil any endings for you or anything like that. But what I rated this game based off of lack of story, but at the same time, the imagination and interpretation of events that transpire to help make your own story. But I gave it a 9 out of 10 for the storyline. So overall, I gave the game a 9.6 due to its challenge gameplay and outstanding graphics combined with a mysterious story.
Very nice.
So sexy.
Very sexy.
You said it's $20 now?
Oh, it's free on PS4, but I think
It's
people
free
on PS4.
Yeah.
If you have
Shit.
PS Plus, it is free. I do not know how much the game costs. It's probably like $14.99 or $19.99 or something like that. But I have PS Plus, so it's free.
If anybody out there has PS4 and you got PS Plus, go download this game immediately.
Yeah, it's so much fun.
It's going to be available till the end of the month.
Till the end of the month, just like they do their normal cycle for anything in the PS4 marketplace.
Awesome.
But I'm looking forward to it.
So everybody, Limbo, sexy game. Go. You're going to want to play this game. Go buy it now. Now.
Yeah, so Jay Zippo, regale us on the 2 video games that you were talking about, Succubus and another one that we were talking about there.
Yeah, it's called Yandir Simulator.
Wait. I got to guess.
What?
Is this the panty shooter?
Yeah, yeah.
Yes!
I'll go over it really quick because I'm probably going to review this. This will be one of my reviews, but I just wanted to quickly kind of go over it first. I'll go over both Yandir and Succubus. Yandir Simulator. Now, Yandir is a Japanese term. I think it's Japanese and Asian term.
Why are you
Chinese
asking
term.
our Asian correspondent here?
What term is it? It's
For what?
Yandir. It's a term. I forget. I think it's Japanese. Anyways, it means somebody who coddles someone for loves someone for an extended period of time and then just kind of goes bipolar and kills them.
So a stalker.
It kind of goes along the lines of the mothers who kind of poison their kids. It's kind of in that genre.
Kind of
type
like a Munchausen.
Yeah,
by
Munchausen
proxy
syndrome.
Yep, kind of in that range. So essentially what this is you're some anime-looking chick, so I'm sure Fujimoto over here will love it. And
Probably.
pretty much the whole plot is you have about a week, and I think this is because it isn't completely developed, but right now you have a week to woo someone, to date someone or get to love someone to a certain point, and then you can kill them, and then you got to cover up your murder. Now, in between all that, there is somebody on the outside that has ties in with the police and the school and everything else, and you can get favors from them. Now, how would you get favors, you might ask?
Are we talking favors or favors?
Not favors, just
Oh.
favors. I don't know if you could hear the difference between those, but you actually will crawl on the floor and take camera shots of upskirts of girls and get panty shots. The better the panty shot, the more favor points you get. It's a point
What?
system. Yeah. So when, say for example, you come to the reckoning day, which is after about a week, and you stab the person, you kill them or shoot them, or you have all these things you can do to them, and someone maybe sees you, or you need more time to clean up the blood, you can call in your favors and have the police delayed, or you can have the school let out and it will be a distraction for you to clean the crime scene up. It gets really kind of detailed because they want it to be like unending, it's not like a week. You can go on for years if you wanted to, and date all these people, and you can go to different schools and do it, and you can go to different venues to do it, but hasn't quite made it finalized into what do you want there?
To add to your thing here, because I actually had to look this up pronunciation-wise as well, so like a proper definition of this, because I know what a tsundere is. A tsundere, which is exactly how it's pronounced, is a male version of this character. A yandere, which is exactly how it's pronounced, is Japanese. It describes an anime character who is either psychotic or violent, or both, and shows affection to the main character. So yandere would actually be a woman, where a tsundere would be a man. So
Okay.
this would be like a woman, psychotic woman, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is definitely a game I'd play.
Because
Personally, me.
the articles I read and the gameplays I've been watching, they all kind of said it's like they love someone and then they just kind of lose their gourd and kill them. It's like they turn psychotic. So I am going to be playing this probably, and I'm going to be putting it up on my channel, Be Rude, B-E-R-U-U-D, at YouTube. And just for shits and giggles, I'll probably do 2 or 3 episodes of it just so people can see it. And then probably about a month I'll do a really good review on it, more in-depth review.
That's gonna be fun. I can't
So-
wait to see what this game's like.
Looking for the indie game that I was going to quote-unquote review, I just typed in indie games, and holy crap, there's 5 million frickin' indie games, ranging from, pretty much Pong to, like, Minecraft, it's anything. So I was trying to narrow it down, so, I didn't want to do RPG because that's all I do. So I was looking for a shooter, nothing was, and then I saw a lot of side-scrollers like Mario, except it's, it's something else, jumping over something else and hitting something else. It's like, okay, it's Mario. So I decided to type in sexy. A sexy indie.
Really?
Good.
And
Good.
this one came up called Succubus. Now, if you are easily offended, or if children are listening, please stop, because it's not going to be pretty past this point. It's actually built off a platform that someone created, and it's very similar. It's Mario. It is a naked girl Mario. She is a buxom, I can't say, purple-haired chick who all she wears is these thigh highs, and she is a succubus. So she starts out in a dungeon, and then goes to a graveyard, and she continues to move through all these different levels. You look inquisitive. So, anyways, I'm playing this. Okay, it's also free. It's I don't know if they finished it, and it's free, so you can I can put a link to it, but it's extremely hard to find. So I was lucky, or unlucky, considering how you guys are looking at me right now, to find it. But you start going through the levels, and you have this power to shoot something from your hand, and it kills things, which is everyday type of video game thing. Well, you then get this power where you can blow a kiss, and like the first opponent I faced was a ghost.
Okay.
So I killed it, and you walk up to it, and it says you can press down. Like, why would I press down? I press down, and she rides it. The dead ghost corpse.
What? How?
And he will love, Fujimori will love it because it has that anime sound all the time throughout it. But the worst part about it,
It gets worse?
oh yeah, the very ending. It's
Wait. I want to go back. I was like, how are you riding a ghost?
I don't know. It's just the first one. It almost looked like someone.
Was there ectoplasm?
Well, it's funny you mention that. At the end of the ride, it kind of goes all over the place. I'm not going to get any more descriptive than that. It goes all over the place.
So everybody can just use their imagination on that.
Right. So that either if you're down on health, it regenerates your health, or it adds to this heart meter.
Fill up your health.
Yes, it fills up your health, and or if you're full health, it adds to your heart meter, which you can get more powers, different powers throughout. So some of the other opponents were like goblins, and there's these hands coming from the ground. There's giant plants.
Hands
Coming from the ground, giant plants. But you have 2 options for these. So when you kill the ghost, you ride it, whatever, and then you can also blow a kiss at it, where it will bend you over and do your doggy style instead.
Ladies and gentlemen, our producer.
The goblin
his head.
is the goblin. If you kill it, you ride it, and then if you blow it a kiss and you give it a BJ, it's
What?
yeah.
What kind of game is
Well,
that?
you have to. You should be looking up what succubus is.
I know what a succubus. Trust me.
Give
We're
us
not
a
looking
definition so you know that it's just. I'm not making shit
No,
up here.
I know what a
No, no.
succubus is. I'm just trying to figure out. I was like, how are you getting a rise out of a dead goblin?
I don't know. Maybe there's a little bit of light.
I have to ask this question because I have to find logic in this.
There is no logic in succubus. But the flower one is probably the most unique one I've found so far. If you blow to kiss it, it has like all these tentacles and it goes in all your holes.
Oh God, no.
What?
Yeah, if you
Oh my
and if you, I think that's the only one. If you kill, you don't do anything to it. You can't do anything to it. But probably the strangest one is there. I don't even know why it's there. It's this green blob, and it just sits there.
Don't. No.
And
No.
She like rubs it
No.
on her, and
What the
yeah. Back in the day, you ever get one of those big balls with a little handle on it, and you can bounce all over the place? Yeah, that's what she does. Except it's a little more naked and a little more disgusting, and stuff flies out all over the place.
I think I'm following a trend on why this game can't be found.
Right. But one of the things that I didn't expect was the bosses. I guess I wasn't really thinking about it, but they have bosses at the end of each level, and fortunately, you can't do anything to the boss but kill it. So if you kill it, it just disappears. You can't ride it or spooge on it or anything like
So
that.
all of this stuff, the plants, the goo, the goblins, and the ghosts,
Yeah.
and nothing happens when you fight a boss.
Right. I mean, you kill it, and you're able to leave that level and go to the next level, and that's it. I'm stuck on the third one because it's some plant bitch that shoots shit at you, and you can't, like, it's hard, and I wanted to see if I could do something to her, but I guess that would, well, hell, she's screwing a plant. I guess you could screw a fairy
What?
thing.
Fairy thing?
Yeah, kind of hard to explain, but she's a bitch. She keeps zooming in through the level, the third level, and then keeps killing you all over the place. So it is, if you're not offended easy, this would be a really fun game. I was in tears. I'm not kidding you. I was laughing so hard playing this game. I have a couple gameplays ready to go, but I have no idea where to load them up. I mean, who the hell is going? I mean, obviously YouTube would kick me off having something like that. So I gotta
I
find.
think you need to do some censoring.
That
black
would
bars
ruin
and-
it. I was in tears. It was the funniest darn thing. The sounds were half the fun. It was just hilarious. But overall, it was Mario with a naked chick. That's all. You know, you jumped around, you shot things, you jumped on things. I know Mario doesn't jump on things and spooge all over the place, but it's essentially the same format.
I hope Mario did do that.
If he did, no one saw that.
I think I might have found this game. I'm like looking this up on the internet because I was like really curious about it.
Yeah, but it's off a platform. There's actually there's a platform. I forgot the name of it off the top of my head. And there's people that build the games off of it. And essentially, I think it's 16-bit. I believe it's 16-bit, and it's very similar to a Mario Brothers. You create the graphics, and it does all the animations for you and stuff like that. And it's almost like an engine, like, you know, an Unreal Engine would be. They have their own little engine, their own little platform, and you can. So somebody in Japan, because half the stuff is in English, the other directions that because you like go over a desk and it shows you directions and it's in Japanese. I'm like, what the fuck does this
Well,
say?
that explains where this game came from.
Yeah, I go, what am I gonna eat, ramen noodles or what's going on? So it's, I
better
think
hope
I don't
it's
know if they're
ramen
still
noodles.
developing it at this point. I actually found it on 4chan too. That's where the link went to, the 4chan. I had all these screenshots of it. I'm like, what the hell is this? And by the way, 4chan is, make sure you bring a pitchfork and a torch if you're going on the 4chan. Because you never know what you're going to find. But yeah, I found, so then it really took me a while to actually find the game itself or any gameplay. Well, I mean, who the hell's going to load that stuff up? You can't load it up on YouTube. They'll ban you.
Yeah.
So I don't know. So that's my two reviews, kind of reviews. Talk about indie thingamabobs. It's just I will be doing I'm sorry. How do you say it, Fujimoto?
Yandere?
The Yandere,
Yandere.
Dirty Underwear. I'll be playing Dirty Underwear, and then I'll be giving a review probably next month on it.
I feel a little dirty now from hearing
I
this.
know. I feel unclean myself.
I think I need some time alone thinking about it.
Oh,
What?
that's why I'm glad I'm on the other side of the room.
I'm stuck in the middle.
That's your fault.
But,
That is your fault.
man,
all
that's
over
some
the place.
pretty crazy indie games, and I've played a lot because I love indie games, and
Yeah.
but I like, everything from Solitude to Limbo. There's so many out there now. So
Mhm.
but that takes the cake. I don't think I've ever heard of anything that ridiculous. Period.
You gotta see it to believe it. The other, I was kicking around because I was playing Blood of the Werewolf. That's also another indie game. I've played that for a while. I actually have a couple Let's Play episodes on my channel. Again, it gets boring. It's your Mario. Again,
It's
I
another
keep
Mario.
saying that it's just you're jumping and doing the same thing over and over again, and for me, that just doesn't do it for me. And then the only other
Apparently.
real indie game I played was Red Riding Hood. It's a fairly new one, and that
Where
one
the
was
hell
really
are you
good.
finding these games?
Red Riding Hood was put on E3 last year in the Microsoft little indie thing, and I happened to see. I love the graphics; are fantastic on it. The gameplay is really slow, but it's not like a side scroller, and it's a lot of fun. So
No, that's interesting.
That is extremely interesting.
There's
I
just,
can't shake the click.
yeah, the succubus thing is still getting to me, but there's just so much indie games out there. There's something for everybody. That's the thing I like about indie games is there's something for everybody in any type of genre. Whether you like side scrollers or a little bit more, graphics, non-graphics. There's so much out there. And it's just pick and choose, man. Pick and choose.
Mm-hmm.
and one thing, and people don't realize, Minecraft was. I guess it still is an indie game. It was an independent developer,
It was.
and I don't think it is anymore.
Well,
'cause of the
no,
size
it's
of it,
been
but
bought
it's-
out by Microsoft for years,
Right,
but
but
it did
it's-
start off originally
Yeah,
as
the Minecraft was indie, so it
Yeah.
can be one person can play it, and that's it. Or what now? Like 50 million people play it. So
Yeah.
more.
I remember playing a Puppeteer when that came out.
That was a
That
good
game was fun. The fact that you get so many different heads and each one has its own abilities, and the fact that you're a puppet trying to go after a giant bear.
talk about succubus. That was just funny. Sorry. Anyway, go on.
I know, but that was a great game. I liked playing Puppeteer. When I saw that on television, that was like, wow, this is an interesting indie game. Went and downloaded it, and I was like, this is pretty cool. So this just goes to show you there's something for everybody out there in the indie genre of video gaming. Yeah.
True. That is very true.
And we almost didn't have this podcast because people were screwing around with the board.
Yeah, I know. We almost, yeah. So whoever did it, I will find you.
Someone snuck into Buffalo City Life Studio over here and
We'll
messed
find
around
you.
with silky smooth equipment.
Yes.
He's
After talking about succubus, that's kind of funny.
Yeah.
But I want to take it a little off. I want off topic for a second there. So news broke earlier, probably last night, because I never pay attention to half this news until the afternoon time. So there was an update on the Peter Dinklage saga of Destiny.
Really?
Yeah, we know now why Peter Dinklage got.
Bad commentary.
Completely
No.
wiped clean.
No. Scheduling conflicts.
Really? So it was his own fault.
But why would they take him out of the entire game?
Scheduling conflicts doesn't mean it's his fault.
No, that's true. It's actually because they are filming the new season of Game of Thrones, and Bungie did release a little press release for this, and they said they have no ill will towards Peter Dinklage. They loved him. They had absolutely nothing against him, but when it came time to start recording for Taken King, obviously he's got other projects going on. He's got Game of Thrones coming up, which the new season will be premiering hopefully soon, but it won't be. It'll be next year. And it just happened to be he just could not make time for it. So, and they brought in Nolan North, and quote unquote Bungie. They say that Peter wasn't available. Nolan is professional when it comes to voice acting. He knows how to work his schedule. He's been doing it for decades.
Mm-hmm.
So when it came time to it, they called him up. They're like, "Hey, do you want to come and record next week?" Peter can't do it. He's like, "I'll be there," and that's how it happened.
Well,
I'm just curious about the Why would they completely wipe them clean?
The only thing I can think of why
Maybe,
is
maybe money wise, they'd still have to pay him for.
could be royalties.
Royalties, or maybe like he just they
I'm
want to
thinking
keep everything
confusion.
uniform.
I'm thinking confusion.
Yeah.
Because the one thing is you got 2 voice actors, and with it being an MMO, it's you're gonna go back to old missions. You're gonna go to the ones from the first couple, the main game and the first 2 DLCs. That's apparent. So you're gonna have you have that half. You're gonna have Peter Dinklage, and then the new Taken King stuff. You're gonna have Nolan North, and that's gonna sit there and conflict with people's brains
Okay, that makes
and make
sense.
them go nuts.
Yeah, so they just wanted to make it more unison then, So it's not like, okay, why am I hearing 2 different ghosts, or did I get something new?
Exactly.
know?
Exactly. So I just want to throw that out there because they came up today and I thought that was interesting and, it puts a lot of things to rest for that.
Oh, well, that's good.
But
then,
sadly, Peter Dinklage, September 15th, no more.
No, what are you going to do?
Watch Game of Thrones.
Yeah, true.
I think it was episode 2 where he's humping 3 girls in the bed. Very first season. It was great. Getting drunk.
That's all you can think about.
Essentially, yes. I'm 2 years dry. I'm shooting dust at this point.
No wonder why you like The Witcher.
Oh my God. No wonder he's playing Succubus.
Yeah, seriously.
Isn't that word just cracks me up? Succubus.
Well, what do you think?
Warcraft, we used to call them sluccubuses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what they are.
Yeah.
There's actually a show on
React?
Sci-Fi.
Oh.
Lost Girl. It's called, and she's a succubus.
So who's the incubus in the game, in that show?
The Incubus. I have no idea. I know there's some dude.
Incubus.
There's some dude
Opposite of
that's
succubus.
tied to her in some way, and I think that's what you mean.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's. But she. I mean, don't get me wrong. Wouldn't throw out her bed for eating crackers, but it just wasn't doing it for me. I need boobs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not that she didn't have, but it was just, I don't know. It's actually really interesting. It's pretty good. I watched about 5 or 6 episodes. Pretty good.
You're an early 90s Pamela Anderson kind of guy, aren't you?
Not Pamela Anderson. No.
I'm not saying her in general. I'm
Oh,
just
okay.
saying the fact that
she was.
her goddamn titties had a zip code.
Jenny McCarthy. I had posters all over, and then pretty much the first girl I really ever fell in love with, she kind of looked like her. So yeah, Jenny McCarthy was definitely it. Then I went to Jennifer Aniston. Man, what's the name? Jennifer, I guess.
This is a lot with it.
Wow. Wow.
It's turning into a psychological session here.
And now it's
Yeah,
Kate
I know,
Upton.
it's getting
Just for
weird.
everyone who's really interested in it, now it's Kate Upton. She's my favorite. Followed closely behind by Charlotte McKinney. Anyways, go on. Now I really need time alone.
Wow.
Wow. Yes, you're right. You're right, Kaiba. Wow. That's all I'm saying. Wow.
I don't know if it's just the fact that my brain is half fricasseed right now or the fact that I just have nothing to say about that.
Yeah, I know. It's because that game. It just completely killed it now. Like, it's that game.
I'm going to go take a shower.
Buzzkill.
I'm going to go jump in that the Colorado River and get clean here from that Succubus game.
Nice.
But anyways, back to some topic other than... Now I'm thinking it in my mind, man. Now it's in my mind. It's like...
You all know that after you watch this, after you listen to this, you're all going to be on Google. What the hell? I got to find out what this is all about. It's just like, oh my God!
For the love of God, just play Limbo.
Erase history on browser quickly.
Yeah, if everybody open up your Google Chrome, hit Control
Do it
Control Shift
in
N,
privacy
open up
mode.
incognito
Privacy mode. Warning: privacy mode. Because when you start really searching for it, there's other things that pop up.
Yeah, I could see that
I
happening.
mean, besides me, there's other things on the browser that pops up.
But no, like, see, indie genre, all the way from clean to absolute disgusting, filthy. Indie goes all spectrums of gameplay. It targets one for everybody.
That's, oh my God.
Uh,
Yeah, so if anybody out there, if you got, whatever your favorite indie game is, let us know what it is.
yeah,
I'm interested in seeing, something other than Succubus, because... God damn, man, come on!
We can talk about Dead or Alive 3 Beach
No,
Volleyball.
no!
no.
Wait, no, that's better than talking about Succubus.
Right.
Yeah, I can think of 1,000 indie games better than
Hell, I'd rather be playing
You've
Dante's
never played
Inferno over-
Succubus. You can't say that. Maybe you will like Succubus.
No.
He's married.
Like
Of course
you.
he's going to like it.
And I don't know why I'm doing this voice. Succubus will like you.
What is with the Mr. Miyagi voice?
Yeah.
I do not know. I look at him and wow, that was like French and Japanese all at once. I like offended
Frenchies?
three
For the record, everybody, I actually look.
races and two
I'm
religions.
Filipino. I don't look Japanese. I'm tan. I'm not like pasty white like a Japanese
Ujimoto.
guys would be. But like, anyways, that being said,
Ujimoto.
like, getting back on topic here, like check out these games. That'd be great, and let us know what you guys think. We want to make sure that we get a good following to find out like what kind of indie games you guys all prefer, other than something crazy. Like Succubus, but like Limbo is a great one. Rocket League's a great one. So there's so many to choose from. So
I know. We'll probably do another Indie Fest.
we're gonna have to.
Probably in the near future. No Succubus 2.
Right.
Yeah.
There would be no Succubus too.
But
But
like-
on a really sad note, there is a actress called Ariel Winter, and she had a breast reduction, and that
Please.
is just sad because
Please.
she's like prime, almost prime. This
I
time, and breast
talked.
reduction. Come on.
She was a 34F.
Holy.
Now she got down
Naturally.
to a 36
Naturally.
double
Now
D.
She's a 34D.
34D? Okay, that's what it was. 34D. My bad.
Still pretty sizable, but.
Oh
Jeez.
yeah, but I mean that
No.
was kind of like half the draw. She had the cute little heart-shaped face and chubby cheeks and the beautiful eyes and those humongous cans.
But that's what she did. She didn't want to be noticed for that. She wanted to be known for her acting skills. So I understand her plight on that. So, Ariel Winter, we apologize for talking about you. We really mean no disrespect because I actually do like
Not
you as
the
an
one down in the
actress.
corner.
Tom Brady wants to be known be playing football. All we know about is his saggy balls.
Hey, I wonder if that'll be a cheat code in Madden 16.
Code. Yeah. Anyways, wrapping things up here. Next week, I'm going to be doing an exclusive review here on the game I finally just beat, Akiba's Trip
God.
Undead and Undressed. For all my
No.
anime fans and otaku brethren out there, I cannot wait because I've been wanting to give a review on this game for such a long time, and I got a plethora of things to say about this video
Plethora.
game.
So in other words, I should take the week off.
Yeah, if you want to, Kaiba, you can go ahead,
Well, maybe I'll be off next week because
I am fairly interested in it. He told me a little bit about it. I'm like, that just sounds. I can't even begin to understand it. So I am interested in that.
Yeah, that game's going to be pretty cool, so I can't wait to do a review on that and give my 2 cents based on that game because I definitely have a lot to say, good and bad, about it. So, I do draw a fine line.
there was bad.
There was bad on that
Wow,
game.
so
So,
you actually decided to take a bipartisan look at a video game.
yeah. No. Limbo actually lived up to its expectations.
And I will exclusively not talk about Succubus.
Thank
okay,
you.
thank you. Do you want anything to add there, J-Zip or Kaiba, for next week?
You know what? I think I'm gonna free ball it next week.
Really?
I don't want to
Going
let anything
commando?
go now. Yeah, I think I'm gonna let it all hang out.
I'm glad I'm on the other side of the room. Good luck there, Fuji.
Well, in that case, if you want, you can find us on Facebook. Just go and log in on Facebook, type in the second review. That's and then number 2 ND review.
Yes.
So,
Find us on Facebook.
we want to know
Please.
what you think. So like us, please, so we can respond to you. It's all about you guys. You can also follow me on Google+. You just type in my name, Joseph Tilton. Find the anime character picture there, Joseph Tilton. You cannot miss it, trust me. Jay Zippo, you want to add anything?
Yep, YouTube, Berud, Beruud, and I also upload these usually on Sunday or Monday. I upload the podcast onto YouTube.
Sweet. Anything for you, Kaiba?
Yeah. This has been the second review. Catch you all on the flip side.